How's it going, everybody? Doing another trade recap. This is going to be from Tuesday, September 19th. I took Nvidia calls. It was a complete fail, and I lost $500 in 30 seconds. And I think this video is going to be really good because, in my opinion, this was not a good setup. This was bad. Every now and then, a trader is just going to have, a trade that they take that just doesn't really make sense. They make a mistake. It was kind of a complete mental error, and I ended up just jumping into something too quick, and it did not go my way. Even though every now and then these trades do work, this is something that I don't make it a habit of doing because taking trades quick off the open is very risky. Sure, they can work sometimes, and when they do, it feels good, but when they don't, they go against you very quickly, and that's exactly what happened today. And I'm glad to do a recap of this so I can go back and look at it because this is not my best trading. I'm better than this. This was not a quality setup. It's all about being patient, waiting for the levels, waiting for the patterns, and that's what leads to consistency, and I did the complete opposite of that today. And even though it sucked and it didn't feel good, and it's crazy to lose that much money in 30 seconds, it's all about trying to learn from it and make sure to not do that again moving forward. So now to get into the technicals, we have Nvidia daily chart on the left, and then we have the 5-minute chart on the right with pre-market data on. So what happened the prior day? A couple days ago, we had a really nasty downside candle, and then we had a big gap down and a big bullish move to the upside. So buyers stepped in on that gap down, and this is what it looks like on the 5-minute, and we had a huge strong move to the upside. We were also kind of extended from the 9 EMA. So something that I was thinking is that maybe this continuation could happen, or there could be more continuation if for some reason it holds up. If there's a move to the downside and then we happen to go maybe red to green and then we clear out some technical levels to the upside, there could possibly be a bounce because who knows, maybe there is people stuck short because I know that I thought there was the potential for this to sell off and it did not. And on this day, I actually ended up going long a couple times. So who knows, just a continued bounce to the upside. Maybe we could get to that 450 right around that 9 EMA. But this is where I kind of overthought it a little too much. I was thinking way too much instead of just reacting. So look at the right side of the screen. This is the 5-minute with the pre-market data on. So a level that I was looking at was going to be this 440. If you just look the last few days, this has been a pretty significant level. It was a big area of resistance. And I think I was trying to be too cute with it, where if for some reason there was a failed move lower and then it got above that, maybe that resistance could turn into support and then we get that continued upside move. So really that was the main level that I was going to be paying attention to, obviously knowing where prior day high was. So for some reason we were to flip above that level and it turns into support, maybe we get above prior day high, also pre-market high, which is right around 443.50. And then knowing where pre-market low was, which was right around 438.20. So those were going to be the main levels that I was looking at. And then once again, just having the idea that if there's a failed move lower and if there was some push higher, maybe we have some continuation from prior day strength. And then what was resistance could turn into support for some upside. But regardless of what I was thinking, this is why price action is very important and not taking a trade so quick off the open. I think the main thing that I did wrong with this trade is I just didn't see enough trading action and enough data before clicking the buy button. And because of that, I lost $500 pretty quick. So now to look at the price action. What happened on Nvidia off the open? We pulled back. That was a pretty aggressive downside candle, but we're holding right around that 436. So just the idea of thinking that if we can hold that low, and there were some people that jumped in pretty quick off the open, short, and then we can do a red to green move, get above prior day close, and also reclaim that 440, maybe this could squeeze. So as you can see, this is starting to form a pretty strong candle. And as it gets up towards the highs, I was trying to anticipate that move higher. So I ended up loading the 440 calls, and being that I'm taking a trade this quick off the open, I ended up taking small size. So 440 calls, 5 of them, and I got filled at $7.35. And this is where that 439, even that prior day close, it rejected it pretty aggressively. There was no upside move. It did not continue. And then as it continues to fail that move higher, in my mind, I'm thinking, man, I don't think it's going to do what I thought it was going to do. I probably could have done a better job at getting out a little bit quicker, but I was in the trade only for a little bit more than 30 seconds. So it was hard to get out a lot quicker than that. It's all about giving it a little bit of time. But as you can see, that huge topping tail candle failed to get above 439, didn't even get to 440, ended up getting below VWAP and the 9 EMA. So I just got out of that position, got rid of all 5 contracts and sold them for $6.35. The old classic mistake of jumping into something a little too quick off the open and then paying the price for it. Took that trade off the open and ended up losing $500 in just over 30 seconds. So that was the trade recap. I appreciate you watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.